Okay. All right. Inga, do you need me to dial in anybody else? Do you want me to go through the process one more time?
I sent a list to, no, I actually, like I looked at it yesterday, Ozzy, so I know how to do it, but since I may start the meeting, I don't know, I sent you the link to the list, so I don't know if there is anyone, maybe we should call into Trisha, I'm thinking. We have Ross, and maybe Julie. Julie has always been a really, Julie always joined us too. Maybe we can try Julie, yeah. Do you want
to? Yeah, I can do it. If you want to go ahead and start like the meeting, I can start dialing in Julie and Trisha.
Yeah, thank you.
What?
Okay. Do you want me to continue sharing my screen or no?
No, if you could stop sharing, maybe that would be better so we can look at each other a little bit. Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, so hello everyone. Before we start, very excited. Some people online, some people on the phone. So this is our first PAC meeting since COVID, since we started being locked in place. I think if it gets too loud somewhere, if there's too much background, if you're not speaking, if you do not mind to turn off your little microphone so we can really hear the other people. I think there is 3 things we wanted to go over. Do we get someone?
That's Julie.
Yeah, hi Julie. Julie, is it you? This is Inge here from Ability Pad. Hi, Julie. Oh, left the meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, she might have not. Maybe she wasn't sure who it was.
Yeah. So so if you speak, there's 3 things I would like to go over. First of all, I want to hear your feedback or your ideas of what you think we should cover, how things have been going, and we want to keep it to what you normally do in program. Like normally you come to program, now you've done other things. I want to hear, I want to get some feedback about that. And I want to talk a little bit about inclusion, diversity. We're thinking about some cultural parties that I want your feedback on. And also if you need any help, if anyone is interested in the voting process and if you need more resources on that. So I think first, does anyone take notes? Because normally I have actually Christine taking notes. Daniel, you want to keep notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That would be great. And I'll give you my email address later. So you can send
Nama.
Say it again.
My teacher, Nama.
Say it one more time. Yeah, you can always use the chat room. If I have a hard time understanding, you can also put things in the chat box at all times. Yeah, Norma, yeah. Yes, I got it. South Norma. Yeah. So let's get started. So anyone wants to get started? Maybe Ross, do you want to get started and tell us a little bit how things have been going?
So far, so good. For those who do not know me at all, my name's Ross. I was born in White Sox country in Chicago, Illinois, for the record. I was raised here in 49er country, in other words, in California. I've been living here ever since. I've been volunteering at Abilities United since 2004. That's quite a while. It's over 16 years. And as for other stuff, say transit in question, can be a real pain in the neck because I have to quite literally bicycle to the Palo Cal train station, then take the 21, 22, or the 522s just to get south to where I need to go. And that's a real pain in the neck. I remember the 22 went to Menlo Park, which is where I live. Now it only goes to the Palo Cal train station. That's easier said than done when you have to take a bicycle to a train station outside your own county, then take the bus down to where you have to go.
So Ross, have you been able to use the bicycle and transportation lately?
Yeah, I do that twice a week. And it's an off-road bike, so 7 miles feels more like 28 miles. The trouble is when this COVID came, I can't go anywhere very far.
Mhm.
Maybe to the pharmacist, the dentist, and my allergy clinic. Or maybe
So you are-
right around the block, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. So would you look forward to coming back to program, or how do you
I'd
feel
love
about
to.
that? You would, yeah.
I'd love also to volunteer at the admin building. Trouble is, everything has gone digital.
So thank you, Ross. Yeah, actually, Ross had a great idea. He introduced himself. For those who've never seen me, we know Ross now. So I'm Inge. I'm part of program development. I work at Stanton most of the time, and I'm just happy to be here. So yeah, before you maybe speak, maybe introduce shortly. Daniel, you want to go ahead?
Yeah?
Okay, now you'll hear me. So, yeah, Daniel uses so this is Daniel. He's in South San Francisco program. He's under Norma. He's normally with Norma. I know, Daniel, you're very active on the virtual classes. Do you like the virtual classes?
Yeah?
So, how about everyone else? Do you like the virtual classes, or you would rather do something different? So, virtual classes, thumbs up? Or thumbs down? Latisha, I don't see your ups or down. Can you show it in the video? Also, you like it, Matthew? Virtual classes. Do you join the virtual classes?
I do. I think they're great.
Any specific one you enjoy?
Well, I just had a participant do the art program, the art one for ILP, and he, when I was leaving, was already talking about it next week. So, I think the art ones are great. So,
Is that normal? You like to in your free time? That's something you enjoy doing? Art?
oh no, I'm terrible at art, but I like seeing. But I like seeing what the participants can do.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so.
Well, okay, who's terrible in art? I guess I'm two. I know, two hands, two left hands. That's it. Yeah. So maybe Elizabeth, do you want to give us some feedback on what you have been doing? Do you enjoy the virtual classes? Would you rather go back on site? Oh, I already saw the trivia is fun. Daniel, you like all the virtual classes?
Yeah?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that's good feedback. Ramesh, what about you? Do you enjoy the classes?
Yep.
Who of you, I just want to just a head count, who of you misses being in program? Got any hands up? Yeah, I
Yeah.
see Maritza, I see Daniel, I see Letitia. Ramesh, do you miss being in program?
Yes.
Yeah. Elizabeth, what about you?
You mean in person?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because I'm an introvert, so when I'm around people for a prolonged period of time, my energy is sapped. If I'm alone, then I feel better if I'm alone because no one is there to no one is there to sap my energy. So I prefer that, and rather enjoyed doing this virtually because I mean the one thing I miss is that during Nature Club we used to actually go. We have a little garden in an area of the apartment complex where I live, and
Yes,
we used
yeah.
to. Yeah, and when you used to go out there, or we go on, on a hike or a walk. And that's what I miss. Actually, tending to our garden. I mean, I think after 6 months, I'm pretty sure it's like totally dead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you for that feedback.
Actually 7 months.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So Elizabeth, I want to thank you for that feedback because I hear a lot of you like the virtual classes, but also want to be on site. Would you guys prefer a more flexible way of programming where you can choose, for example, like what Elizabeth says, a few hours on site and a few hours virtual? What do you think about that? Daniel, yeah, you want to go ahead?
Well, both.
Vote?
Yeah, both.
Yeah. Anyone else that likes both of those things? A little bit of virtual and a little bit of on-site?
On-site meaning
In person, yeah. I mean in person, Elizabeth, because it's not always on site. It could be out in nature. I use the same.
Yeah, because like I said, the garden is actually here at my apartment complex, and I mean, it's all Nature Club now is all right. I mean, it's like we've been watching that weird Netflix movie about that guy who becomes obsessed with an octopus.
It's not,
Yeah, I mean, my octopus teacher. Yeah, it's like it's weird. It's really weird. It's like.
I think out of all the animals, you're not gonna find an octopus in your garden, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it's like, you're not gonna, you don't live in South Africa like this guy does. You don't get a chance to go swimming in the ocean as much as he does.
You never know where life is gonna get you. It already threw us a few curveballs. I think you never know where life is gonna get you.
I agree on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to hear from anyone else. Maybe Letitia. Letitia, how you been doing? You want to give us some feedback or?
Yeah, I would like to.
Yeah, how you been doing?
No, I've been doing good.
Have you been mostly inside, or are you able to go for walks outside or do other things?
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to ask all of you a little bit. How are you doing on masks and all that? Does everyone have enough masks? And do you feel safe going outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel safe.
is it difficult for you to follow like the guidance they give you, like washing hands, wearing masks? Does anyone have any problems with that or need more help with that?
No.
Maritza, do you want to? Yeah, or Daniel, it feels good.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah,
feels
perfectly.
good. It feels
Say that
good.
again, Maritza.
It feels good.
Ramesh,
what
how
have
are
you
you?
been doing?
Yeah.
What have you been doing, Maritza, that has been enjoyable for you?
The exercise class. The exercise class and I've been to go to classes and I wish I could go to the SMA class. Yeah. Yeah. I think if I could try that. Yeah.
You've been doing the CSMA class online?
No, I wish I could do it because I know one of our staff thinks I'm not doing it, so that I wish I could try it and see if it works for me. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could try it and see. Because I like art class, and I enjoy my art class, and I color and do whatever I can. Yeah.
Ramesh, how you been doing? You want to talk a little bit about how your day has been looking? What you've been doing?
I'm looking at watching the TV.
Do you do the activity bag? I see you. You get the activity bags.
Yes,
Do you enjoy those?
yes. Okay, I thought in the morning, in the morning, the best time is a shower. Put it up with a book.
So do you do classes in the morning, Ramesh? Was that what you're saying?
I think in the morning I get breakfast in the
Yes.
shower, and I put it up with a book.
How many of you get the activity bags?
I get it. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 back.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I'm gonna start at 5 back again. Tomorrow again 1 more.
Yeah, on Friday they come in most of the time, so it's another
Yeah.
one. Any
Yeah.
of you have any other ideas? Anything else we could do to? Anyone has any ideas what else we could do to support you? I don't know. Any ideas? Anything that you think would be helpful? Elizabeth, do you have any ideas? Anything that would be helpful?
No.
Ross, anyone?
No.
Yeah, so
One thing I've noticed with a couple of my participants
yes.
is not that they don't wear masks, they struggle putting them on. And oftentimes they kind of put it like here, and then adjust and adjust it. And I practice with them, but put it over your mouth first and then over your ears. But I'm wondering if there's a way that either like an instruction sheet can be put together or like a quick video of how to do it, something like that, just because, not everybody has the dexterity to just put it on like you or I. And I've seen it where participants will have it over their eyes and then try to walk, and obviously that's not safe.
Over their eyes?
But if there's a way to
like a burger
create a quick video or instruction sheet, that might be helpful.
Do you know, Matthew, I thank you for bringing that up. I'm going to check on the... Elizabeth, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Okay, this is one of my masks. It's as you can see, it's a kind of
no,
a
we
bandana.
can't. Can you put it on video, Elizabeth?
It's there. Here it is.
Yeah, you're falling away a little bit, so I think it might be your internet connection.
Oh, okay. So, right. Yeah. So here it is. See, this is one of my masks. It's
Elizabeth, your camera's not working.
Oh, okay. Let's see. It's okay. It's working. It's just flashing back. It's flashing.
It's going up and down.
It's flashing a lot. Yeah, but okay. So I'll describe it. So it's basically the same thing, only with different. Only different colors, and there's elastic. There's in tight.
So you're using bandanas, Elizabeth. It's a bandana, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what, Matthew? I think I really hear you. So we do. I'm going to actually check because we have the online Ability Pad website where we get some YouTube videos, so anyone can click on those videos at any time. So I'm going to check if there is how to put a mask on in it, and you might be. I don't think there is actually. So that might be one way for us to get to that website, so everyone can actually get on that and then learn how to put on the masks. So I think that's a great tip.
Not so much I worry about when I'm there. It's when the person is by themselves or going for a walk or things like that, where it could become an issue, right? So
yeah, let's check on that, and we can also bring handouts in there. So we can actually add that on. But that might take a week or two before, because the website gets controlled by marketing. Yes, go ahead, Daniel.
Oh, so what? Hey, what? Hey.
What do you say?
Daniel, can you put it in the chat box?
Yeah.
Water hand, like. Oh yeah, to wash. Yeah, that's another thing. So actually, it's a great idea to put a series of videos, washing hands, wearing the mask, just as a reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, thank you, Danielle. That's a great idea, actually. So we have to work on that. Okay, so you have to give us a little time on that. But I'll get you guys on the address list, and as soon as we have it in place, we'll forward it to you so you could use it. If you hear anyone else coming up with the same questions, you can actually forward it to them. Yeah.
Do you?
So, keeping clean in general. Yeah, all those things, all those hygiene but up to a different level. You know, you have to be more clean than just clean. A lot of disinfectant, a lot of keeping distance, a lot of wearing masks. So, but I think by now we're all good at it, I guess. Yeah, the whole idea is that none of us. Thank you, Daniel. That none of us get sick. So, yeah. Yeah, and I think also one important thing that if you do not feel well, do you feel you can reach out to someone and let them know? Call in. Yeah. Let someone know immediately if you don't feel well, so you can get tested and all those things. Yeah. Okay, but now I wanted to talk about something more fun. So we've been talking lately a lot about inclusion in ability paths. Inclusion meaning that we want to accept as many different diverse people, backgrounds, ways of living. You know, that like everyone decides for themselves how they want to live their life, and we want to be respectful of that. So we were wondering we were gonna do some parties, and we always had our typical, events, parties. I want to just hear from you guys. Is there any event or anything you celebrate at home that we don't celebrate in program? So this is party time. Any feedback? Anything we're missing? Ross, I see you smiling. Anything we're missing? Except for your birthday. We're not going to celebrate everyone's birthday.
I wouldn't know about that. Sometimes it actually falls on Thanksgiving, so it'd be like Christmas for me.
Yeah. So Christmas is a big deal for you? Anyone else that celebrates certain Halloween? Daniel, you like Halloween?
Yeah.
Inga, what about any holidays or traditions that aren't as well known as like Christmas or Thanksgiving? Does anybody celebrate holidays or have, cultural or religious traditions that are important to you that not a lot of other people celebrate?
I can think of one holiday. Marcia would love it, Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
What about you, Daniel? Good question, Elizabeth.
Yep.
Church.
Oh, going to church?
Great, Daniel.
Yeah, that's a great one too. So Elizabeth, we're going to come back to the question. We actually are going to meet, but we're going to meet virtually. So I want to show you something. I have it here. So our next meeting, and we'll send out a link. Do you see this? I can share it on my screen if you want. Hold on. Let me share.
I see it. It's I see it. No, I saw it. It's fine.
Yeah. So it's Halloween. So we're actually coming together.
I don't really wear costumes anymore.
Well,
it's like, I mean, I like wear a shirt, but that's the only thing that I really wear nowadays. I mean, I used to wear very elaborate costumes when I was younger, but now I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, so we will have the Halloween get together, but we really are curious. And talking about costumes, you can show up without a costume. It's just there's going to be a lot of different things. There's going to be breakout rooms, and one of them is costumes. I believe one of them is scary stories. The other one is dance or music.
Yeah.
And the other one is actually bingo.
B-O-O-K.
I don't think personally for me, scary stories are only really scary if they're in the dark, and the schedule is like, and and the book? What do you mean by that? I don't get it. Like the monosyllabics, the one word sentences, they don't really make sense. So
Daniel, do you want to say that you read scary stories or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Could you be a little more
Talking about
specific?
Edgar Allan Poe or Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if I mean, I've read Poe and I've read Washington Irving. That I don't know if Daniel's read those because it's like because.
So this will be, Elizabeth, a time where we're going to be thinking for a group of people. And some things will appeal to you that may
And
not appeal to everybody, and some things are going to appeal to other people that won't appeal to you, and that's okay. The real question is a Halloween type get together where there's going to be a large number of people, I'm assuming, that are going to have different rooms virtually where you guys can discuss different things. Would that sound appealing to people that you know as well as you? So maybe think about people at the studios. Does that sound something like some of the people at the studios may want to do?
I guess I don't know. I have to ask.
Yeah, since you guys are the leaders of the pack, I would say
No.
you're not the leader of the pack, isn't it?
Not me personally. I'm not. I mean, I'm not exactly a take charge kind of person. Well, I am, but it's like, I don't.
I would say just announce it, but what I want to get to is, so Halloween we celebrate, Christmas we do. Like, for example, Maritza or Latisha and even Ramesh, do you have other, like, maybe something you do in your house, but not everyone else out there does? Like some celebrations that are very typical to just what happens within your small...
Like Maritza, I'm thinking some of the mariachi things, some of the holidays you may celebrate with your mom and dad that are, or your family that, you really like. So maybe what do mariachi and those kind of things, when are they played?
When they have the dead of the people, if they have a mariachi band, they put the costume on, they put the hat on, the bow. That's how we celebrate. That's what we got celebrated in Mexico. Yeah.
So Day of the Dead, Mexico, yeah.
Yeah.
What about like Mexican Independence Day?
Well, Independence Day, I'll be celebrating in Mexico.
That's not Cinco de Mayo.
That's Mexican Independence Day.
No, it's not.
I'll take your word for it.
Ross, which day did you say the independence? Which? So Ramesh, because Ramesh, you're on the phone. Anything you celebrate?
Huh?
Any holidays you celebrate?
Yep.
Can you tell us which one?
Last weekend, my brother My birthday.
Your birthday? Yeah. We should
Yes,
get all our birthdays out there. That would be fun.
No, that's my birthday. My good home. My brother gave me a cake and a pizza.
Oh, nice. Yeah. They serve you pizza?
Yes.
Yeah. Daniel? Yeah, I see you go the weekend, your family church you enjoy going to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we didn't hear from Latisha. Latisha, do you have any celebrations?
Yeah.
Can you tell us maybe one or an important one to you?
Yeah. I celebrate my I celebrate Halloween. I celebrate birthdays.
Questions about it? Thank you. Does anyone did go forwarding or? Oh, you did, Maritza?
Yeah.
Daniel, you did it too? We were looking because normally when we do the PAC meeting, we also talk about like advocacy and like some opportunities to get your voice out. And since we've all been virtual, like we don't go out a lot right now, is there any other ways you feel you can advocate? Something we could do as an organization? I don't know. Ross, do you have any ideas or Daniel?
No.
Yeah, so Ross, you voted? Yeah, so you did the early voting? Yeah, very good. Was it easy? The ballot was easy to get through?
Didn't have to. My younger sibling and I went over it with my dad.
There were probably a lot of different small items on it you had to go through.
The ballot is kind of difficult. Yeah, there may be an opportunity to. I mean, I have a copy of the ballot here I can get, but it's not just president and governor and whatever, right? It's all the different propositions, and I think it may be worth while kind of. I don't know how we could do it in the time, but it may be worthwhile having some kind of summary that's easier to understand than what's in the ballot. Because there's things in the ballot that I'm like, I'm pretty educated, and I'm like, I don't get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
So I think if there's a way to, maybe a sentence for each thing that can be sent out to people.
Again,
Some of that writing's pretty small, so how about enlarging the print for ye old folk?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's really good feedback. Large print, plain language. Yeah, I've seen the ballot, some of it, and I told you I cannot vote, but I looked at them and I'm like, I listened to one person about Proposition 23 and I think, yeah, he's right. And then I look at the opposing and I think, but he's right too. And I'm thinking, what are they trying to say in this ballot?
Right. Like, what's the good way to go? Or
Yeah. So but honestly, I think we're too close to the election to do it now.
I think so too.
But I think this is a really great next time for us to prepare. Like, definitely, I don't think it's going to be too difficult to do it for like every single election. But if it's such a major one as a presidential, and we might consider actually, maybe we could set up a committee or something, and like with a lot of you guys involved, and look at those ballots early on and try to put it in a language that, like a one sentence, ideally. I don't know if that would be possible. Maybe some images about what one wants, what the other side wants.
Right.
Would you guys be interested in that?
I think so.
Yeah, you would? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Inga, just so you know, I used to have a small advocacy group at Abilities United. Elizabeth was on it with us. And so I've been asked to kind of restart it, but I don't want to restart it and have just a few people. I'd like to restart it and have a better pool of, not a better, but a larger pool of people.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's definitely something, if I were to restart it, that we could kind of address.
Can I ask you how many people were in that group?
It was really small. It would go from like 3 to 5.
Yeah.
But we went to VTA and we organized Brian Stowe coming, and we actually talked to VTA, like committee meetings and stuff like that. So it was small, but it was effective.
Yeah, I don't think it has to be a large group, honestly.
Doesn't need to be, no.
Yeah, I think a small group sometimes could be very effective, but we definitely want things to get out there so a larger group can really get the message.
That was kind of the struggle, was anything that was, hey, we need to tell people, it became a little bit difficult.
Yeah. So Daniel, excuse me, Mary, Daniel, I'm reading your chat, so I just want to understand a little bit better. Yeah, so I'm going to take in consideration your Tagalog, so you probably have traditions.
Yeah.
In your family. Then I'm a little bit confused about, you would like to have new stuff, meaning new classes?
Not car or
like new cars?
yeah.
Transportation?
Yeah.
Since we updated since we went from Abilities United and GatePad to Ability Pad, you're going to be surprised that if you go back on site, you'll actually see the new logo on all the cars, on everything. So, it's there, it's done. No one has seen it yet. Because no one has been on site yet. So, that will be exciting. Yeah. Before we close, anything else you want to share? Would you like to do, since we just started this meeting again, do you want to do this meeting once a month, every 2 months? What do you think?
Every 2 months.
Every 2 months?
Yeah.
So meet 6 times a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that also gives us a little bit more time to work on things if we need to put things together or change or... So I think for my part, from now, the long-term plan is if we ever get into the voting again, I really like that idea of plain language. But then for now, I think just for the concerns we have right now, the masks, the hygiene, the washing hands, I'm gonna try to get some videos, YouTube videos, and maybe some handouts onto the Ability Pad website, so everyone can sign language. Daniel, you make a good point. Yeah, I think we're all guilty on not enough sign language. Yeah. So. Yeah. Any more feedback? Ramesh, anything from you? I know you can't see us, but any feedback from you?
No.
So are we good to go for today?
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Uh,
Latisha, are you good to go? Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah, so think about it. It was a first time. It will be a similar meeting 2 months from now. Hopefully we get a little bit bigger group. And if you want certain things on the agenda, please let me know. I'm gonna probably make like a email link, chain link, or a little bit that we update you a little bit of what has been said today. And then if you have any things you want on the agenda for the next time, please feel free to let me know. Okay?
okay.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. And I'll see you guys later. Yeah, thank you everyone. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.